Hello students. So with the help of this video, I will start your data structure unit 2. The topic that I will cover through this video is a linked list. Okay. So as you know that linked list is a linear data structure. As there are two types of data structure, linear data structure and the non-linear data structure, and the linked list belongs to the category of linear data structures like arrays, queues and stacks. Now, what is the definition of linked list, or what is a linked list? A linked list, or simply one-way list, is a linear collection of data elements called nodes where the linear order is maintained by means of pointers. That is, so here I am preparing one linked list. As a linked list is a collection of different nodes. Here in this linked list there are 4 nodes, and each node is divided into two parts. The first part, which is called the information part of the node, and the second part, which is the link part, which holds the address of the next node. Suppose here the address of first node is 100 and its information part is 11. That is actually starting node. And the address of second node is 200. Address of and its information part is say 22. Address of third node is say 300. Its information part is say 33. Address of fourth node is 400 and its information part is say 44. Now here you see the link part of the first node holds the address 200. So this link part points this node, so this part will hold the address 200. Similarly, the second node, the link part of second node holds the address 300, and the link part of third nodes will hold the address 400. Now here you see how do you recognize the end of the list. Okay, here since there are 4 nodes, the fourth number node is the last node, so we'll put a sign cross. We'll put sign cross, and cross sign indicates the null pointer. Through this we can recognize the end of the list. So here I have prepared one list with the 4 nodes. Okay, so now, so this is a, here you one thing you see that all the nodes are taking the similar types of data. So here I am taking the integer type of data. So like array, that linked list is also hold similar types of data, but there is a difference between linked list and the array. As you know that array is a array, the memory allocation for an array is done at compile time, isn't it? The difference, if you see that arrays versus linked list. So the first point is that array, the memory allocation for an array is done at compile time, and the memory allocation for linked list is done at runtime. So what does it actually mean that compile time? Compile time means, so once we mention the size of the array at compile time, we cannot double or triple this size, isn't it? And of the array at runtime, but memory allocation for the array is done at runtime. So for the linked list, that at runtime we can change its size. Also, the insertion and the deletion operation in the arrays is relatively expensive compared to the linked list. So these are the differences, the basic differences. Also, one thing here you see that in arrays supports the random access, so which means that we can access any elements directly using their index. But in linked list sequential traverse sequential access, which means to access any element in the linked list, we have to sequentially traverse the complete linked list up to that element. Suppose here you see, if we want to access the third element in the list, we have to traverse the each and every node before third node. So we will process first node, then second node, then third node, then only we can access the third node. So these are the differences between that linked list and arrays. Okay, now how do you represent a linked list in computer memory? There is a representation of linked list in computer memory. So how do you represent? So representation of a linked list in computer memory is done using two arrays. The first array which holds the address of, the first array, the info array, or the name of that array is info, which holds the element or the information part of the node, and the second array which holds the address of the node. Suppose the name of that array is link, and also there is a variable, start variable, which hold the starting address of the node. Suppose these are the addresses of the node, and suppose 4 is the starting address. So the first node will point to the fourth number node. Suppose its element is D. And against that you have to check its address. That is, that we have to check the location it contains, its link part. Suppose it is 2. So the next node, it will point the node number 2. Suppose its element is A, we have to check its link part. Say it is 6. The next node will be the 6th number node. Suppose its element is T and its link part holds 1. So next it will point first node, and suppose its element is, information is A, and its link part is null. So that means this indicates the end of the list. So if we process this list, what we will get as a sequence? We will get the first node. Here you see the first node is, the information part of the first node is D. So D. The second node contains information as A. So A will be the second information part of the second node, and T will be the information part of the third node, and that last sequence or the last node contains A. So this sequence we will get if we traverse this linked list. Okay. So next topic, I will move to the next topic. There is an algorithm of traversing a linked list. Okay, so in that case we have to assume the different parameters of the variables. List is a linked list which is in memory, and start is a variable which holds the address of the starting node. ptr, which is a pointer variable which points to the node currently being processed. Now what is the first step of the algorithm? So we have to set the variable ptr with the address of the starting node. Number 2, repeat steps 3 and 4 until link of ptr equal to null. Step 3 and 4 will come under step 2, process or traverse information part of ptr. Step 4, set ptr equal to link of ptr. Step 5, exit. Now you can apply this algorithm on any linked list. Now I will apply this algorithm on this list. Suppose this is the start node, or that address of the starting node of the linked list. Suppose there are 3 nodes in the list. 11, 100. 100 is the address of the first node, 11 is the information part, 200 is the address of the second node, 22 is the information part, 300 is the address of the third node, and its information part is 33, and which indicates the end of the list. Now the value of start is what? The value of start is 100, which indicates the starting address of the linked list. Now here you see the first step is ptr equal to, ptr equal to start. So here the value of ptr is what? Ptr equal to 100, as the value of start is 100. Now in the step 2, here you see the step 2, repeat steps 3 and 4 until link of ptr equal to null. So here you see the value of ptr is 100, that means ptr resides here, that means ptr points this value 100, and the link of 100 is what? The link of 100 is 200, which is not equal to null. The link of ptr, value of ptr is 100 and the link of 100 is 200, so that is not equal to null. So this step will execute, and in the step 3 the process info of ptr. So what is the information part of ptr? Process info of ptr means information part of ptr, information part of 100, and that is 11. So it will execute or print or traverse 11. Okay, and the next step 4, set ptr equal to link of ptr. Now that value, the value of ptr will change. Now the new value of ptr will be what? Ptr equal to link of ptr. Now link of ptr is what? Link of 100. Link of 100 is what? 200. So the new value of ptr is 200. Okay, again it will go to the step 2. It will check whether link of ptr equal to null or not. So link of ptr, now ptr will reside here, and the link of ptr is what? 300. So there is not equal to null, so it will process info of ptr. So info of ptr is what? 22 here. Info of 200, so it is 22. Okay, then you have to set the value of ptr again, reset the value of ptr again. So ptr equal to link of ptr, so the link of ptr is what? 300. So the new value of ptr is 300. Again it will go to the step 2 and check whether link of ptr equal to null or not. Okay, so it is not equal to null, so process info of ptr, so it will print 33, as the information part of 300 is 33. Then the new value of ptr will be what? Set ptr equal to link of ptr, and that, now here you see that now ptr is here, na? So link of ptr is what? Null. Link of ptr is null. So using this line, when it encounters here, so it will stop the execution and these two steps will not execute. So it will come out from that loop, you can say, and finally the exit step will execute, and using these steps we can traverse the linked list and you will get this sequence 11, 22 and 33 is the information part of the 3 nodes. So this is how we can apply